Figures R, S, and T are all scaled copies of one another. Figure S is a scaled copy of R using a scale factor of 3. Figure T is a scaled copy of S using a scale factor of 2. Find the scale factor from T to S. So what made this easier for me was to start to sketch these out. So I just used a triangle. Here's R, and I said it starts with a side length of 1. And then it says that figure S is a scaled copy of R using the scale factor of 3. So I know that using a scale factor means multiplying by that factor. And so I'm going to have side lengths of 3, 3, and 3. So that's figure S. Then figure T is a scaled copy of S. That's really important because we're going to go from S to T. And the scale factor for this is 2. So multiplying by 2. And so that gives us this triangle. And so the side lengths are 3 times 2, which is 6. Now that I have an image, I'm far more able to understand how to do the rest of the problem from here. So now what I'm looking for is finding the scale factor from T to S. So I'm going from T to S. And the way that I do this is I need to put the scaled value over the original. So it means that I'm going to set up a ratio just like you can see here, and I'm going to look at some corresponding sides. So I'll start with this side length here, that's 3, and that corresponds to this side length here, which is 6, so 3 over 6 can be simplified to 1/2. 1/2 makes sense to me because looking at the triangles, we were expecting a shrinking scale factor, and shrinking scale factors are between 0 and 1. So 1/2 is between 0 and 1. And I know it should be shrinking because triangle T is larger than triangle S. So I know that 1/2 is a reasonable answer. If you chose the wrong answer of 4, I think perhaps what you did is you might have used a scale factor of 2 twice. So it makes me wonder if here you misread the problem and you did times 2 here. And then you said, well, I'm going times 2 and times 2 again, and that gives me a total of multiplying by 4. And so you thought that your scale factor was 4. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind. One is that you need to put your scaled over your original. So that wouldn't even have worked because you didn't set up a ratio. If I'm understanding what you might have done incorrectly, I don't think you set up a ratio. And then I'm wondering as well if you might have not realized that you're supposed to be doing a scale factor of 3 for the first scale factor.